Hey, what's up, everybody? So let me just mess with this a little bit. Alrighty. And we're on the Twitch, so that means nobody knows when Sketchcraft streams. For the people who eventually watch us on YouTube, don't fret. I still stream on the YouTube. Um, it's just that I have to alternate now. So I have to alternate because YouTube creates shitty conditions for streaming. So it's annoying. It's annoying. I need to go out and promote. Promote. uh, One second, I gotta send out the word. Gonna be streaming for a few hours here, folks. So if you're wondering, just skip ahead to the future. If you're in the future, just skip ahead. Otherwise, Twit, 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 twit. Sorry, folks. I've been getting over being sick. If I feel like a cough's coming, I'll try to mute it. Alrighty. I will put on some tunes and get to work. Alright. Hey, what's up? go ahead and get this back down to where it needs to be. And adjust the focus. There we go. Now, where did I leave off? Oh yeah, the cables. Cat, I'm too old to play Fortnite. I just make games now. I don't play them. You know, I know a lot of people shit on the Game Awards, man. But when I was a kid, I would have loved to have a show like that. So, you know, I think they did a good job. I'd watch that over the Oscars, you know. So, I mean, it goes on almost 3 hours. So, and Dragon Quest 11 won. So, hey, I'm not gonna shit on it, bro. Like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I've known about that one for a while. Sorry. Still getting over being sick. Yeah, well, that's smart, right? You know, I mean, some people think the announcements are too commercially, but I'm like, at least there are announcements for games, you know? And there's a good variety of AAA and indie, so I'm not gonna. I know my wife was entertained, you know, and she never even seen them, so. The live music was done pretty well. Overall, you know, they did good. Always room for improvement, but like I said, I'd rather watch that over the Oscars. I don't think they're competing with any of those things, you know. They just put it out strategically in the middle of a non-Nintendo season. They'll do well. Who knows when that Star Fox game is coming out, man? I thought it would have been shown off by now, but apparently it's not coming out this year. I don't think they wanted anything to take away from Smash, so I think they were dead set. Well, someone's got to pay the bills, right? So, even Angry Joe, when he did his review of the show, you know, he was saying how, like, look, if he had been left to put that show together, it would suck 10 times as worse. So it's like, gotta give Jeff Keighley credit for like being able to arrange all that, you know? It's like one guy is like getting all that to happen. In an industry that, quite frankly, like I said, I worked in game magazines, you know, and it's not The industry, the people working in the industry, they're artistic, but the people running it, they're generally it's just not. It's like a commodities game. So they don't get all into like, oh, we're gonna let the artists come out and get awards and shit. Like they don't see things that way, you know. Um, so for a guy to be able to get all three heads of the major gaming companies to come out there and, you know, rep one another and say something positive about the industry is almost a friggin' miracle, you know. I just think a lot of gamers kind of take it for granted. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's up to Nintendo of Japan. Nintendo of Japan calls when things get announced. You know. My friends who've told me about Star Fox or they've told me about the Metroid Prime, told me about Mario, New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, or whatever that is, the the side-scrolling compilation. So I believe them. You know, the stream ain't working for you. I don't know, man. It's working just fine. I'm looking at it on. I have two different computers. Let me go on my phone and make sure it's working on the phone. Yeah, it's playing right on my phone on the Twitch. Sketchcraftlive.com. Take it right to the Twitch stream. I can't tell you why. I thought Ultimate Alliance was a good surprise. I was glad to see some classic X-Men costumes in a game again. Hopefully. I'd like to see them do a remaster of X-Men Legends. No clue. No clue. No, they're paying for it, so I guess they got the exclusive, whatever. What do you call it? Launch. My guess is it'll probably launch close to Avengers. It's funny, you know, when they announce a new game, it's always like, is it going to be on the Switch? Is it going to be on the Switch? Is it going to be on the Switch? They announce this for the Switch, and then people are like, I'm mad, it's only going to be on a Switch. It's hilarious. Yeah, I bought it when it came out, man. I had a pre-order on that game. Matter of fact, I remember when I bought it, I was in the Army. And Dave was running Gamers Republic out. And they did an interview with Jason Rubin and them over at Naughty Dog. I was like, man, must be a cool job working with a game magazine. And then, you know, 10 years later, I'm working at the game magazine. So, with Dave. And I was like, haha. And then the economy crashed. Took it all away. Yeah, I modded my first gen PSP just so I could play Crash Team Racing on it. Back in like 2005. Crash Team Racing and Symphony of the Night. Before there was the e-store, you know. Had to do that GTA jailbreak. Right. Hey, what's up, Ashley? Yeah, that's why I don't buy every system now, you know? You have less and less time, so I buy Nintendo systems and then I buy the Sony, and that's because I play a lot of Japanese games. I like Japanese games. The only other thing that I play would be VR stuff when I get the chance. So.
Hello.
You
How's it going?
trying to not be sick?
That's the spirit.
Don't be
I'm
sick.
streaming on Twitch, right?
We're on Twitch.
All right.
Sketchcraftlive.com. Take it right there.
And bam, look at that. I could watch it and chat with you. The joys of the internet.
Hey, Ashley's in there.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah, YouTube did that thing where now when you stream it, you have a new URL every time you stream. There's no more like landing page I can just send people to.
Right.
I'm like, thanks for nothing. So I'm moving the Sketchcraft Live URL to here. I mean, I did that, but
Right. I'm actually uploading a video to your YouTube page now as we speak.
yay.
I tried working on that Mega Man commission that I got, and then I remembered I'm not a good artist, so that failed.
Well, not touching it for a month and then thinking you're just gonna have like powers again when you come back.
Yeah. Plus the time I missed with my injured arm.
Yeah, but you could have been doing practices.
I couldn't draw.
Yeah, there's things you could have done.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't even feed myself with that arm,
No,
let
I don't
alone
know, man.
draw.
I don't know.
For a while, I was very left handed oriented for a lot of things.
Would anyone be able to tell the difference?
No, sadly.
Let me adjust the focus. Autofocus doesn't work with the shit on these cameras, so you gotta manually fucking.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, there
It
it
will.
is.
I have to keep it open on the second computer.
I don't know how to say the first part, so I'll say hello, Streamer23.
I believe that is Armando.
Ah,
Reviews for Bumblebees are coming in.
and?
Good. Best Transformers movie. And not just like, oh, low bar, like actually a good movie.
Right. There
Uh, it's next weekend or this weekend? Spider-Man this weekend?
we go. Not this. Well, not today, not this weekend, but the
Next
following
week.
one on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out the 12th, I believe.
Yeah, I
Or
was on board with that with the first trailer. Like, that was a year ago, right?
yeah,
Didn't I tell you, Brandon? Didn't I tell you? It was
you
exciting,
did tell me.
didn't I? And I sort of half invented the fucking Black Spider-Man. Get a smidge credit for that. But yeah. The fact that it still has 100% to monometer saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah, people go, oh, it's comic book fatigue. I'm like, no, people have bad movie fatigue. They're making good
Right.
movies, people will go see them. Look at The Quiet Place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You only make comic movies. They made fucking 4 this year. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like I love. I wish there was more. I wish there was fucking a League of Batman movie. How do we have 4 Avengers films and not one standalone Batman film in the same amount of time, Brandon? I mean, is Batman so fucking hard to do? You know?
He's a very complex character.
I mean, for the love of goodness, we got a Captain Marvel movie where she's got a flaming mohawk, and I can't get a Superman sequel. You know, like, and I love how they always say, well, you know, it's because it only made 500 million, and I'm just like, if Marvel only made 500 million with the Superman movie, they would make another Superman movie.
Yeah.
They would get it right after like 2 or 3. Look what they did with Thor. They didn't do the first one and go, well, it didn't make 800 million, so we stopped making them. You know, they kept figuring
Right.
out till they end up with Ragnarok. Like that's what you got to do, man. Like the characters are there, you know. Superman's cool enough concepts, like, but then it's like, nope, 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 nope. People don't care. Don't tell me what people don't care. That didn't stop them from making Mamma Mia too.
Right. That was a movie that needed to be made, though. That had to be. Yeah, that was a must.
Yeah. Like, well, it's just comic book adaptations. I'm like, fucking most of the movies in Hollywood since the 30s were adaptations of plays or books. To Kill a Mockingbird, book. 12 Angry Men, book. Virginia Woolf, book. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on, you know? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's the nerds. We're ruining cinema. Yeah, okay. The nerds are responsible for Biodome. Remember that fucking thing?
Don't you speak badly on Biodome?
You know?
Don't you do it?
Yeah, the fucking comic books are responsible for Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, but I like Biodome.
Mm-hmm.
I like Biodome. They're just thrashing around in that whole
Yeah.
place. I liked it.
Comic books are responsible for white chicks. Remember that one?
I actually never saw it. I've seen clips of it, but I've never watched it, like the whole thing through. I know the plot. I've seen the scenes that everybody recreates and talks about, but I've never had the notion to ever want to watch it. So
Why am I dropping frames? Wow, it just killed the stream. What is causing it? Something's causing it.
us on Discord, maybe.
No, I know why. Because 1 second. Backblaze decided to all of a sudden. Oh, I know. Haha, that's funny. 1 second. It reset my backup settings, so it's started to back up data. Let me double check. Make sure that's not running. Yeah, so it's 1 second. Let me fix this. There. I had it set to no. I had it set at my my backup. I had it set it to midnight. Sorry, because I'm normally asleep by now. But there, I fixed it. It's fixed, folks. Just don't worry about it. You there, Brandon?
I am here.
Yeah. So it just all of a sudden just started. I got 2 different computers that back up, so and I forgot to turn it off. So fixed. There, stream's all caught up. Anyhow, what was in? Oh, shitty movies. You remember White Chicks, Jack and Jill, or what was that? Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's done more to hurt cinema than comic movies.
Viva Los Biodome.
What about all those fucking Resident Evil movies?
Ugh. I seen. Did I see the last one? I had to watch, I think, the last one when we went to visit. So when we go visit her family, usually they'll put on like they'll rent a movie off iTunes or buy one or whatever. And my choice, not the last time, but the time before or whenever it was last time, I chose the Metallica movie, right? So I put on the surround sound speakers. We got to watch that. I was like, fuck yeah. And this last time we went, it was the stepdad's choice, or stepdad, and he chose the latest Resident Evil movie because they own all the other ones. And I was like, ugh, I got to sit through this shaky cam, horrible shit. I started getting sick halfway through, and I just laid there and I closed my eyes. I was like, I can't watch this. This was too shaky cam, too
You ever
much.
watched the Three Musketeers movie that guy made?
Oh, the one with yeah, where they were like pretty boys, newer ones or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty fucking bad.
It's just the camera jolts and everything. I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm getting motion sickness.
Yeah, he's bringing that shitty fucking talent of his, that director, to Monster Hunter. And it's like all set in modern day, you know.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't look anything like it. And they got the guy, the Monster Hunter guy is like it's just like He-Man or anything else. You know, they come to our world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking horrible. Because that's a formula that people like, you know.
Okay, let's schedule this video. Let's see. Let's schedule it for. Okay, technically it's the 9th at. Let's do 11 a.m.
That Sonic movie comes out next year too.
What kind of is it gonna be CGI
No,
or?
live action with the CGI Sonic. Yeah, it's not gonna be good,
Oh
bro.
man, is he gonna be a detective?
Yeah, he actually teams up with the sheriff. Yeah,
Seriously, I was just being a
I'm not
smartass.
even joking, bro. That's why I'm laughing. Like people forgot. I was clowning at E3 all over the place. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you make a Sonic magazine. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't mean I have to fucking eat up everything they shove at us. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would have been cool if they just made a Sonic movie with those guys that do the Coraline films, do all stop motion and shit.
That'd be neat.
At least it'd be different.
Or give it to someone like the Lego guys.
That's Warner Brothers.
Uh, thumbnail.
It's called They Don't Spend No Money. They don't want to spend no cash. Like, kids don't give a fuck about Sonic, bro.
Right.
Hey man, it depends on the studio, you know, and the vision behind it and what they're able to do. You know, Tim Rothman probably saved the hell out of this Spider-Man movie. I don't know. Animation always works though. So it's nice to see them actually doing something with it. I mean, look, it's like Street Fighter. I don't want a live action Street Fighter movie. Give me a fucking badass animated Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
Some things just don't work in live action, you know? Like the Flash would be awesome animated, you know?
Hmm.
Especially with those over the top characters like Captain Cold and shit. It would work great in animation. And, you know, characters that have shitty powers like Green Arrow. Because you can animate them doing cool shit. It's like, you ever watch the anime Haikyuu where they play volleyball?
Hmm.
Yeah, see? You take something as lame as fucking playing volleyball and they animate it to hell. You're like, yes, it's so dynamic. I can't watch live action volleyball. I only want to watch volleyball through anime. I wish those guys who made the Haikyuu anime made a bowling anime. I bet you that would be fun to watch.
That'd be interesting.
Well, they no Detective Pikachu takes place in a sci-fi city though, so not quite the same. I was actually surprised about that. So they got Pokemon everywhere and visual effects and some sci-fi tech and stuff in there. So they're putting money into that. They probably put about 150 million into that Pokemon movie.
It shows though.
Yeah, the Sonic movie is getting done for like 50 million. I can pretty much guarantee that. I hope Diablo doesn't. Diablo in a city. Well, now that they've got a Pokemon movie, I've said if I could make one video game movie, man, it would be Psychonauts. Stop motion. Psychic Summer Camp.
That'd be wild. Oh, did you watch the show Happy from Sci-Fi based off a comic?
No.
That show's wild. Like it's on Netflix and we watched episodes. It's only got 8 episodes, but it's really good. It's got a shit. The actor from Law and Order, he was also in the Man of Steel movie as the general detective, the general cop guy.
From he's an eye boy.
No.
Hmm.
Why? That was a weak jab.
Hmm.
That was a weak
Was that a
jab.
weak jab? I think that was a clever jab.
Weak jab. To
No.
bring up Boy out of that, out of all that,
Well, your recommendations. Your
fail. The
recommendations.
sickness. The sickness has gotten the better of you this week. So I'm gonna look his name up. Christopher Milani. That's the actor's name. Who was in Man of Steel and Law and Order for like 12 years. And he's like an ex-cop junkie, and it's a good show. It's a really good show. I do recommend Happy on Netflix with the explanation point based off a comic book. Written by someone that has ruined some of my art before.
I was
Not
waiting for
my
Grant
art, but
Morrison.
Jim Lee art, yeah.
I guess he didn't make you very happy.
So, good show. Happy on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Ashley, do you have a Switch? Does Ashley have a Switch?
No.
So she has not been playing the new Pokemon. It's okay. I don't have a PlayStation, so I didn't get to play the Spider-Man game, so we all miss out on certain things.
Yeah, I keep sending Brandon pics of all the cool shit in Spider-Man. Like, here's these cool fucking costumes.
Mm-hmm. Rob's a great person to know.
Aren't I?
He likes sending me pictures of things that I can't have because of where they're located, or I can't have because I can't afford it. So,
Right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keeps me happy.
Basically, being my friends like being friends with Bugs Bunny. You know? Like, I just troll you.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that analogy. Hmm. You're up late tonight.
Yeah, I took a nap in the middle of the day.
That'll do it.
But, you know, what can I do? I'm getting horrible sleep all week because of the coughing. It's finally died down, so I got tired around midday. I was like, I could go to sleep without coughing. And we bought like 3 or 4 extra kitty litter boxes now. We got them in the bedroom. So in the night when I go to sleep, I take the cat in the room. He
Nice.
gets out of his condo, but you know, he spends half the fucking night running around the room, and then eventually he'll sleep for about a couple hours with me, and then he just fucking, it's right around 4:30, 5:30, just fucking annoying little animal wants to get fed, you know. He hasn't gotten used to the rhythm. So I just gotta endure shoving him off me for a couple hours for the next 2 months until he figures it out.
Sounds about right.
You
I
don't
don't know enough
exploit
about
those.
all that to yeah.
Exploit. I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't make a Spyro game from scratch in a year, bro. Well, Crash came out last year, so you're thinking there'd be a new Crash game next year? That would be the racing game. I wouldn't count on that plan of yours panning out. You can't really exploit Spyro and Crash, man. They've been around too long. There's not that big an audience to exploit. So it doesn't quite work that way. I hate this part.
Oh, which part?
When I gotta link it up to the fucking other page, I'm like, I don't know what colors I used. I don't really keep track of the colors. Like I just make it up as I go. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I did that.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Ashley
I
says,
thought she'd like
oh,
80s. Yeah.
I guess I don't got to read the comments to you.
No, I got it open. I stopped waiting for you to read the comments a long time ago. You spent a whole episode once not reading any of the comments. That was fun. Remember that?
Mm-mm. I'll just assume they wouldn't load.
Out your mouth, you know?
Or I was probably drawing, doing my own stuff.
Oh, yeah. Things only go into your mouth. They don't come out of your
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
No.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Hey, when you upload this video to YouTube, please remember to put it as scheduled, and then I can.
I'm aware. I'm not
Okay.
going to, but I'm not uploading this. What I do is it transfers, bro. I got no say in how that happens.
Ah, damn it.
So,
All right. Well, I'll just have to post it during the middle of the day then.
yeah. So these, I don't upload these from here. I transfer them
Gotcha.
because they'll delete them from here. Dude, you remember Payday 2? Payday?
Uh-huh.
The fucking one of the main, they got raided by the feds.
What?
Yeah. No, they're out in Norway or Sweden or what, the equivalent. But yeah, they got raided. They got raided, bro. And the guy got arrested for insider trading. I guess their CEO quit, and some guy knew about it ahead of time, so he decided to cash in because he didn't want his stock going under.
Right.
It didn't go out. It didn't go so well for him, Brandon.
Did he go? When they came, did he barricade everything up and then go out with guns blazing?
No, they don't actually live the Payday life. They just make the games.
Yeah.
It'd
Oh,
be
that would
funny
have
if he
been
was hiding near
glorious.
the vending machine.
Right. Yeah. Zip tying everybody as they come
Just
in.
throwing as much junk food into his face as he can because this is his last. So you do is just start drinking all the Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm. Code Red. I'd be loading up on it.
I back Psychonauts 2 on Fig. Everyone said, they're never going to make it. They're going to screw it up. I'm like, you don't know what I know. I know what to do. And the game looks awesome. They got smart. They went and hired these people that specialize in Unreal rapid prototype and prototype tools.
Oh,
So they
nice.
built it all in Unreal 4, and then rather than build the engine themselves, and they're a real small studio, while these guys were doing all the tool building, they were developing previs and writing this. And Tim was writing the script and everything, so they were able to um, sort of do both at once. And they had Zach directing, so they didn't have Tim directing, so decisions were being made. Tim's not so good with decision making, so Zach's a pretty good director. I saw a lot of scuzzy 70s clothes. Paul Rudd would really love this guy's wardrobe. What did you think of the Avengers trailer?
Oh, I liked it. I liked it. It just sets a nice tone and mood, you know. You didn't show any of the crazy action, didn't show anything. It just let you know, like, everybody's reeling from it. Obviously, Hawkeye's family is gone, you know. So
Did you see that thing I tweeted?
I
Some
have not.
some guy, I'll read it to you. Some guy posted this. It was before the trailer came out. It was like
Uh,
the day before.
oh wait, no, you texted me that. You texted me it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
You want to read it?
yeah. I got it over here. The what if the Avengers trailer is just the camera silently going through Hawkeye's home, showing empty room after room. We get to the kid's room, and we see him kneeling on the floor, ashes falling through his fingers. Cut to the title card. That's it.
It's almost it though when you think about it.
It's
You're like,
almost as bleak as what we got. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's good stuff.
My buddy was telling me he didn't like the Captain Marvel trailer. I'm like, but he also didn't like Black Panther's trailer. I'm like, then you like the movie? He's like, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying I didn't like the trailer. I'm like, I don't. I'm not into that, Brandon. You know, like I know who's
Yeah,
making something, so if the marketing for a movie is so-so, that's not my problem. You know what I mean? So it's like I was always worried about Suicide Squad because of the fact that they wrote the script in 6 weeks. Had a good trailer, but you know,
that was weird for a second there when you were talking. Like it had a like robotic like
yeah, it's Twitch.
delay. Yeah, I was like, So like a word would get like 4 extra letters on it.
Yeah, we'll just be rotating between Twitch and YouTube for stream. Nothing I can do about that.
No, I'm super excited for Captain Marvel. I think it looks so badass.
I think the trailers could do a better job of setting up the fucking Kreese versus Skrull thing. But I
Yeah.
mean, whatever. They'll figure it out. And if the movie makes fucking $200 million, and then they'll make another one and they'll fucking adjust. I assure you, they will figure this out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're already developing a third Ant-Man flick. I guarantee it. I'm not too worried about it.
I think he's asking. So basically, Hawkeye's dead confirmed. I think you're asking if his family's dead. I don't know how much I can confirm, but I mean, most likely, if he's taken the Ronin persona from the comics, where he just goes off with the Avengers doing secret missions.
Yeah, they're like, he looks like Ronin. I didn't really know the story, so I looked at it. I'm like, Ronin looks like Ninjak. So I don't fucking. I'm old school.
I like the look of him. He's got that when Lionel Francis Yu did the Avengers book, and they went off on their own little missions, and he's got the big giant wrist pad things, and
Yeah, Ninjak.
no,
Have you ever seen Ninjak?
yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna do this little patch of sky, and then I'm done with this fucking dude.
Did Smash Bros come out this weekend, or is it next
Mm-hmm.
weekend?
It's out. It's
Do
out right now.
Do you have it?
No. No. I'll buy it at some point. Sorry. I I'm playing Dragon Quest, Brandon. I don't got time for other games. So my life is consumed. When I play a game, right now, it is Dragon Quest. Sometimes I'm throwing down on Mario Odyssey on my Switch. But I'll get to it. Can't hear you, Brandon.
I wasn't saying anything. I was reading Ashley's comments, but I didn't know what she was talking about. She says, "Yes, Ridley's Super is so awesome. It made me laugh too." I don't know who Ridley is.
From Metroid. No, Alien. It's kind of like a gargoyle with a pterodactyl beak.
Ah, Smash Metroid. Right.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all. It keeps wigging out. Like when you talk, it goes like robotic and it echoes, and then there's no sound. So I'm just relying on
Sounds like your internet.
random. Could be. I could restart it, but I mean, you're almost done.
No,
Yeah,
I
my
got 2 more
Wi-Fi
hours.
linked up to the. Oh, okay. Well, then I will restart it, and I'm gonna go take a quick shower, and then hit you back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See if I can attempt to get this angle somewhat similar. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's kind of simple on this one. I only marked out a little spot for it, so I'm spending all day rendering sky. There'll be a little bit more on the tails. Let me adjust the focus. Let's see if I can add a little more definition to this. I may not be able to. Only so much can be done. Alright, let that sit there for a minute. My hand needs to kind of rest a little bit. Hose represents? It's a controller. See? Tails. It's a Dreamcast controller. So the tails will go all the way over here. So the controller cable is, see, it's going this way. Thanks. I thought he was the one I could take the most liberties with. And no one would be like, that's not him. Give me a second, guys. I'm posting updates. And then I'm going to start tails here in a minute. Later. Where's my glassine? I had it. Where did it go? Fall to the ground or something? Hey, congratulations. Hey, what's up, Kyle? You can hit me up on Skype if you want. Let me find out where is it? Where is it? 1 second, Kyle. There. Brandon?
Yes.
There you
Were you gonna Skype with Kyle?
go. We'll see. See how long it takes.
Yeah.
Any excuse for you to not be on. Right? Right, Brandon?
You know me so well, sir.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
What you
Let me
drinking?
just let me just open this fresh can of water.
Yeah. I was, I was gonna say, what you drinking?
It is a 7.5 fluid ounces,
Mm-hmm.
only 100 calories per can
Oh.
of delicious fresh mountain water.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been less calories and less soda, so I bought the mini can so that I don't binge drink soda.
Oh,
So
the mini.
yeah, so I'll just take a little 7-ounce can,
Uh,
and here and there I'll have one, and I space it out. So
hmm.
just been drinking more water and stuff, but I wanted some sugar. There's no thunder to steal, Kyle. I'm more of like a yeah. There's no thunder. I can't even think of. It's like a when you see a cloud in the distance. That's me. It's like, oh, that could be something, but no, it's not going to amount to anything.
You're more of a haboob.
Yeah, I have my moments, but it's very rare that I do anything or newsworthy.
Yeah, like a haboob. Funny to talk about, not much to look at.
Yes. And this would be Sonic's sidekick Twirly Butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good old Twirly Butt. Oh, I haven't. Kyle asked about the Avengers in-game trailer. I haven't seen it. Kyle, is it good?
You say it's the most watched trailer. It's done 289 million views.
Wow. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. Kyle says it looks awesome. I like that they focus on the characters instead of the action. Yeah, they brought it, instead of, big action craziness, which will probably be in the next trailer or so, but it's like it's like, hey, you remember when you were sad because everybody died and seemed like all hope was lost? Well, let's get right back to that. Like,
Kind of play like a 2-minute version of like the after credits.
right. I wonder if Nebula and Stark are both on that ship stranded because
Yeah,
they were the last two left
yeah.
on
She's
that.
in the shot. You can see a shadow of her
Oh, okay.
in one shot.
I watched it twice. Once on my phone when I was at work, and then the other time was with Jessica on the TV. But I haven't really I didn't go oh, what all did I see? I was just like, yep, looks good. It's gonna be great. If over under on chances of any kind of Fantastic Four, X-Men,
0.
mutant, nothing.
Yeah, the way the law works, they can't even. They can't.
Gotcha.
There's a certain process they have to go through. Look, internally, I guarantee you, they're working out plans
Right. I mean, it's not like
with
they
what.
need to have it in
No,
there. There's plenty. They have so much time now. They have it forever. So, and they'll do it good. So it's not like it has to be rushed. I mean, we've seen what happens when it gets rushed. But
Oh, don't worry, you're gonna get a shitty X-Men movie this year. So you know,
I
if
hope it
you're
has a
thinking,
like.
if you're thinking, man, I didn't get enough shitty X-Men movies last summer. Don't worry, they got you covered. Some overly melodramatic fucking nonsense. The director came out talking about it, dude. He was like, yeah, it's gonna be like Logan. I'm like, that is not the Phoenix Saga. God damn it. You know?
Yeah.
People so barely know these fucking versions of Jean Grey and Cyclops are gonna be like, good, kill him.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, I mean, it just.
Yeah, who cares? You almost said it, right?
No one cares. Yeah. Who cares? No one cares. It's just.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna come. They'll make a little money. Not probably what they spent on it. It'll go, and then it's gone, and it's nothing. It's just. I just don't understand. I mean, I understand how it goes, but I'm just saying it's bring on John Wick 3, something like that. You can reuse an idea, but at least add something to it or make it better.
Well, they spent so many fucking movies on Mystique and Magneto doing the same fucking thing every film that
Yeah.
you don't have time to care about any of the other characters, you know? They haven't built anything. There's nothing
No,
there.
they just
Yeah,
played off
they're
of
making
Jennifer
you like,
Lawrence's
yeah,
celebrity.
yeah. They're hoping that you remember Famke Janssen's Jean Grey. You know?
I liked her. And even the third movie, The Last Stand, wasn't even a good. It wasn't even it wasn't a true Dark Phoenix story. It was just same as they're doing
Well,
with this new one. Her unlocking
same
her
writer,
true
bro.
potential.
Same writer. And the guy
Uh,
that brought you the last fucking version of this. You know, here you go.
I blame you, Kyle, for bringing this up somehow.
And Kyle was with me at the theater and saw that guy live.
That's right. You guys had the Q&A, right?
That's
Afterwards?
the last time I got super sick.
Hmm. Didn't they push back the release date too on it? The new
Yeah, it's supposed
Phoenix
to
one?
come out last summer. It's gone a whole year. I know. And they fucking pretty much canceled New Mutants. I think
Why?
that's good
Because of the.
because I heard it sucked fucking ass. I mean, it might get shelved or put on. I could easily see them just sending it to Netflix
Oh, man.
or straight to Hulu. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're the X-Men leftovers.
I mean, when that first New Mutant trailer came out, I thought it looked really cool. The whole scary look of it and everything. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. And then never heard from it.
Even Netflix. Well, that's a trick. Don't push hard. I mean, it's called burnishing, and you kind of want to save it for crevices. But if you spend the whole time burnishing, you're just gonna kill your fucking knuckles.
None of that self-loathing stuff, Kyle. Only I get to do that on the cast here.
As he takes a sip of his canned water.
Uh-huh. All 7 ounces of freshly chilled freshness. At least I'm not like down in a 2-liter and eating like Doritos.
Oh wow! You should be rewarded for not doing that.
I should be rewarded for something. I just don't know what yet. Something.
At least I don't, slam my foot in the door repeatedly. Yell out racial
Hey,
slurs. I got
I
that
didn't
going
do.
for me. I'm not
I
doing
didn't.
that.
I didn't shoot anybody, and I didn't do meth today. So I'm a good human being.
At least not in that order.
Right. Ashley, aka Gang Feather, asks Brandon, me, Mega Potato, how's your arm? Um, Good and bad. I went to do. It's getting better, stronger. I still have a lot of. I don't want to say atrophy. I have a lot of problems in my right rotator cuff because like I wasn't using that arm for a long time. Uh, Went to the gym today to do some rehab stuff, and when I tried to rotate basically my palm down and up in a certain motion, my forearm would give this really nasty, like, best way to describe it is like a jolt of electricity, like a real zinger, but painful in my forearm. So it's good and bad. It's just a long, long process of healing, especially since I'm old, 33. So
Oh, you're really old.
I don't heal as fast as some youngsters would.
It's the age that's causing you not to heal fast.
Yes,
It's the age.
we all can't be a
Hmm.
beast like Rob.
Hmm.
So better.
Hmm.
Uh, I wouldn't say it's like hitting my funny bone. It's more like a if you had a muscle spasm or a cramp, like a real bad cramp, but times like 10. Like a very weird, like I said, like felt like a zinger or electricity just jolting my forearm, and I was just like, nope, can't do that motion. And then I'd do some more these weird hand flip routines to get my forearm muscles working right. I'm more. Kyle says I prescribe a dose of nacho cheese Doritos washed down with an ice cold Mountain Dew to cure your ailments. Well, thank you, Dr. Kyle. I'm much more of a Cool Ranch kind of guy. Cool Ranch Doritos, those are delicious. Um, but I do love chips and salsa. I do love me some chips and salsa. So I'd take those maybe over everything. Like a real good salsa and some chips. That would be delicious. And I've actually cut back on Mountain Dew.
Oh,
I've
seven
been
whole
drink.
ounces.
I either have a little bit of root beer or I just have a small little mini can. About
The
it.
soda's a soda, bro. This is a sugar-free soda, but even then,
Rob would be the worst sponsor if you're like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic, but I've cut down to maybe just one shot a night. He'd be like, hey man, you either go balls out and get totally wasted, or fucking
I've never told you to get totally wasted. Yeah, you should.
No,
You just
I'm
go
saying,
balls out and just do nothing but drink soda all day.
no. What I'm
Just kill
saying
your
is,
liver.
I'm
Yeah,
like, hey,
fuck
I
it.
cut back on soda, and you're like,
You cut
you
back on
still.
soda by drinking more soda. That's not cutting back on soda. You just switch to a
I'm
different
not.
soda.
I'm not cut. No, I'm saying I drink less now. I maybe
Hmm.
drink
Hmm.
7 ounces a day. That's it.
Hmm.
That's a fist.
Hmm.
I'm just fisting myself once a day.
Very clever, Brandon.
Uh-huh. It makes me happy.
Oh, that I know.
Yeah. Kyle, have you watched the show Happy on Netflix? Well, it was on Sci-Fi Channel first, but it's based off a comic book and it's now on Netflix.
No.
If and to Ashley, if fruit and veggies did taste like Cool Ranch, I would eat them all day.
You can put
I like
ranch on
green
your
beans.
veggies.
No, I don't. I like I like green beans. I like broccoli a lot. So I eat a lot of green beans.
Eats a lot of electrolytes. They're what plants
Electro
crave.
electrolytes. That's what
Hmm.
plants crave.
Hmm.
Oh, well, Kyle, I'm sure you have Netflix, obviously.
Oh,
You
I guess his
should.
answer was no.
He says he has not.
Shocking.
Not many people I know have the Sci-Fi Channel. Like, who
Mm.
really watches the Sci-Fi Channel? Not many people. Anyways, Kyle, watch Happy with an exclamation point on the name there. Um, it's good. Watch a trailer for it first if you'd like, and then watch the first episode, and then come back on the cast and tell Rob how fucking good it is, and he'll be like, "Oh shit,
Is it as good as Daniel Radcliffe playing Wolverine?
that's just an opinion on a
Ah,
possible movie choice."
it's my favorite part of the last cast when Andy did the math. He's like he's not playing Wolverine. Like he just did the math. It was hilarious.
That's fine. I get throw out some oddball. It's fine. Daniel Radcliffe may not be Wolverine, but he could be like Banshee. I'm just looking over at my wall.
He might be Toad. That'd be about the end of it.
Anyways, check it out, Kyle. Happy! Explanation point. Netflix. You too, Ashley. Watch it. It's visually good and story good. It's funny. It's
Hmm.
gritty. It's fucked up.
Hmm.
Rob's gonna watch it, and he won't talk about it because he'll end up liking it, but he won't tell me that he liked it.
Hmm. Hmm. That's my game.
Is it
I
scary? No, actually,
secretly like it.
it's not scary at all.
It's happy.
It's more of a comedy, but
It's a fucked up comedy. Right, Brandon?
it's a fucked up comedy. Yes, yes, Kyle.
Brought to you by the fans of iBoy.
Grant Morrison wrote the comic book, so if you're a comic fan and you're a fan of Grant Morrison, his writing, that is,
That is signature.
not his signature, then I don't do effed up. Ah,
See?
See, Ashley, you're a conundrum to me. I never know because, like, some of your stories are more a little graphic, so I don't know what you like sometimes and what you don't like. So I'm usually thrown for a loop on what
A
I would
Fruit Loop?
recommend to you. Yes, very much so. You might like it. Give it 5 minutes, Ashley, and if you
Hmm.
don't like it, just turn it off.
Hmm.
It's not scary and it's not like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some people might like it, some people might not. Thank you for putting it in caps locks. It depends on the subject. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know exactly what to recommend all the time for people. I just say what I like. And then Rob shits on it.
Don't drag me into your fucking conversation. You're doing well enough on your own.
Gotcha. No, I wasn't picking on you or nothing, actually. I'm just saying I don't know sometimes what to recommend for you.
I think you were picking on her.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no. I'm just saying I don't know enough of what she likes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you. I know the shit you like. I know the
Hmm.
stuff. Yes, I do. I know you. I know.
Hmm.
I know weird shit that you like.
Hmm.
Coffees and
Hmm.
drinks and
Weird
shit like
shit.
that. Yeah, like if you were to go to if I was to go to Starbucks right now, I could order what you want down to like a fucking science.
Okay,
Shit like
order it.
that.
What is it?
It is a black coffee, iced, low fat vanilla. Is it low fat vanilla? I don't ever order coffee,
Low
so let me.
fat vanilla
I'll, it's a
versus high
it's
fat vanilla.
vanilla. It's a vanilla shot of
Hmm.
vanilla.
Your concept of science is interesting. You said you could order it down to a science. Ah, Brandon did say he liked the Michael Bay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's true. When I first went and I saw the
Ah.
Michael Bay type Ninja Turtles, the first thing, I was overcome by nostalgia, and I was super like, "Oh my god, the turtles are back!" And then
Every now and
reality
then, when you start
set.
some stupid shit, I like to play that one, and then I like to play when the sequel came out,
Yeah,
and
but
how
then
right I
oh, I
was.
fuck, that was so bad. Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't rewatch it once I tried rewatching the Turtles movie at home. I was like,
I don't watch the
yeah, that
movies. I
was
put on the
nostalgia.
podcast where you talk like, no, 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 no. Yeah,
No, no, I know. I'm saying when I first saw it, yeah, I was super on the hyped up Ninja Turtle train. I was like, "Yay, they're
you
back!"
were on
And
the
then
Bay
once,
train.
yeah, and then once it came out on DVD and I tried watching it at home, I was just like, shit, this is not good." And then the second one, I had to stop it like 3 times to finish it to get through that dumpster fire.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking iced black coffee, vanilla sweetener.
It's black. There's no sweetener in there. No, no sweetener. Iced black
Maybe I'm
coffee, Brandon.
mixing the two.
That's it. And
Well, then
sometimes
the
I'll get a
then the
coffee
other
with
one,
heavy cream and sugar-free vanilla.
heavy cream, sugar-free vanilla. There we go. Okay, I
Hmm,
said low-fat vanilla. I don't
hmm,
order coffee, so
hmm.
I'll nail it down. Just like
But you said you had it down to a science.
the boba and the curry and anything to do with the raid from.
I can order it down to a science. All right, what would it be? I don't know. just like science. I don't know it. I don't really know. Clever. Very clever.
Kyle asks, "Is this 3-page spread a commission?"
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be doing this again. But to be fair, he paid a lot of money for this. No more backgrounds. Ever. I'm just doing half torso, headshot, full figure. I mean, doing a background, even just like this, it's like doing 3 characters or 4 characters on a page in terms of the time it takes.
Mhm.
No point to it.
How many hours has each one kind of average taken
No
you
fucking Brandon. I just don't even think about it. You know?
until I bring it up?
Yeah. I don't do these commissions based on like. I mean, the goal is to get one kind of probably rendered in about 4 hours. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I could spend 4 hours designing, and I want each commission to be, you know, a design of a character, not just I just drew the same fucking character. You know, like trying to work out my
Right.
version of it, and then for that's the goal. That's the goal. And so if that means a little bit less color pencil rendering in the future, like I don't think people can tell a difference between a 4 hour job and an 8 hour job. You know, I
Right.
think at some point I can. You know, but and so it's a matter of like what that is. But right now I don't. It's like that um, Spyro piece. Sorry, I at some point if you actually try to write down the hours, you'll go fuck. You're just driving yourself nuts. It's counterintuitive to bother. It's like it's just move on to the next part.
Makes sense.
The one where I can control the time better is the digital stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So to have some digital slots open here and there, and to have some traditional slots open, you know. But I mean, I do this because I enjoy doing color pencil. That's it. If I didn't enjoy doing this, then sure as shit I wouldn't be sitting here doing it. I don't enjoy Copic markers, man. My favorite part of the
Right.
Copic marker was when I started using color pencil at the end. Like, I was like, well, why don't I just cut out the Like, well, it's gonna take forever. I'm like, yeah, but if I hate the fucking markers,
Right.
I don't like having to spend an hour to figure out which markers to use. I can just use color pencil. I didn't ever have to plan these out like I had to with the watercolor. I have to plan it out. Yeah, they're less forgiving. Look, if you just do basic colors with them, like spot colors, it's pretty easy. But I don't really do that.
Hmm.
I like color blends and highlights and texture, and it's like it just doesn't make any sense. So they sit there because I don't get rid of art supplies. But what I like the most about the color pencils, they work on almost any surface. I don't have to worry about shitty comic book covers.
Hmm.
You know. But a lot of people just think, well, it takes forever. I'm like, yeah, it takes a while. But man, I have to apply so much thought to everything I do that when I get to this part, I like to not have something that I don't have to really think about.
Right.
Yeah, they should. I think people appreciate the color pencil more than Copics, just because I think everyone's, what I mean. People have crayons and shit,
Hmm.
so they're like, I've had more people appreciate this, and they appreciate this than I think the watercolor. If they like the look of the sausage, they appreciate the effort that kind of goes into it. If they don't like the look of it, they go, "It looks fucking horrible." I'm like, "Well, there's that."
Right. You definitely do put a lot, like Ashley says, you definitely put a lot of effort. As does she. You both put a lot of effort into your art, and it shows, and people should definitely appreciate it. I think the ones who buy it from you and Ashley, I'm pretty sure they definitely appreciate it once they actually, get the art and see it in their hands, and you can see every detail and little scratch marks. I mean, the camera picks up a lot of it, but once you actually have this stuff in hand, it's a whole different.
Yeah, compared to, Brandon, you own a few commissions, Sometimes those shitty commissions look pretty good on camera. But then you get them and you're like, huh.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the camera and you're looking at your commission like, huh.
I've not to throw other artists on the bus, but yeah, I've definitely got a commission or two that definitely was the picture online was definitely a little bit altered compared to the one.
Or even
You
when
can't.
you take a photo of it, you know what I mean? Like you take a photo, you ever take a photo of usually convention sketch, but like for some reason the photo of it looks better than the actual art.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Don't fully know why that is, but it is.
You're welcome, Ashley.
The one thing I'm resolved to do is to not try to chase views and likes. I'm making the kind of art that I want to make, and I'll find an audience. Every year, I find a little bit more audience. Every year, I get publishers to kind of go along with some of the nonsense I create. I mean, the fact that they put those roughies in that Darksiders book is whole. I was like, you really did it, huh?
I could practically taste the mountains in this water.
Mountain, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Lowbrow. I don't know if you saw my video I posted on Instagram today.
Nope.
Went to a shelter today to just kind of help out for a little bit. Dog shelter, rescue shelter, and you can go there and you can volunteer and you kind of just you can take the dogs out, play with them, interact. It just helps get them so they're not so anxiety ridden when people walk by to try to adopt them. But it was fun. I played with this dog I liked a lot, and then I came home and Gamora, my dog, she's sniffing me all over. She's like, "Where
Got you
have you
cheating.
been?" Yeah, she's like, "Where have you been?" I was like, "It meant nothing to me. It was nothing." But yeah, definitely big on rescuing and adopting dogs. So if anybody's listening, don't go buy the puppy from the mall. Check out your local shelter. There's tons of nice doggies. There's one right down the street from Jessica's work. So if I get to her work way early or something before she gets off, I'll go there and pet some and give them treats. But yeah, it was when I got home. Gamora was just like, "Where have you been?" Ashley saw. Thanks, Ashley. Dog was super cute. Kyle's heading to bed, Rob.
Later.
Bye, Kyle. Did I read this right? There's 77 characters in Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm. And there's DLC
Jeez.
coming. All the DLC are new characters.
There's a list of. I want to say a list of
Doesn't
the
that
characters.
doesn't include the assist characters too, like Shovel Knight, and there's tons of them. Man. That's why it's called Smash Ultimate.
Yeah. Let's see. List of Smash Ultimate characters. Yeah, it's so many. Is that Wally? The hell?
No, you're thinking about Rob.
Is he a robot?
Yeah, he was shipped with the original Nintendo. The Famicom and the NES.
You can make your own Twitch emotion cons? Emotes?
I guess.
I mean Twitch, not Switch. Twitch. Is that what you're saying, Ashley? You can create your own. Dang, Dark Samus looks so cool. If you are an affiliate or a partner, yes. That's cool. Pokemon trainer. Rob, you don't care about emotes?
I got one emote. My icon.
It's sad face.
That's it.
Rob.
That's the emote. That's it.
Now I see the Ridley character Ashley was talking about on Smash. Man, so many characters. Yeah. Ashley says Ridley and Bowser have really cool superpowers, very cinematic. Supers, not superpowers. My bad. It's been a long day. I'm a little tired. Do you have a favorite Smash character, Rob?
Mega Man.
I like Link. I like because he can shoot that chain out. Ashley's is Star Fox. Nobody ever picks like Mario. Nobody wants to be Mario. Are you good at Smash?
I'm not good at any game anymore, Brendan. Just don't have the time to be good. I just play them.
Ashley says Ganondorf 2, he's cute. Do you agree, Rob?
Sure. Although I
Sure
prefer
is.
my Ganon to be a little pig. So, call me crazy. I like the Ganon in Link 2. You die and it'd show you the pig screen.
I prefer my Ganon with a beard. His style in Wind Waker was pretty dope too. You know, that whole samurai jet
Yeah, it's a
kind of
version
look.
of Ganondorf. He just had a samurai look versus the armor.
Yeah, it was cool. I like that one. I like the whole look of that one. So man, bear, pig. I wish my favorite game would come to the Switch from Nintendo, which was Rampart.
It's not a Nintendo game.
It
It's
was a
an Atari game.
Konami.
No, it was
Oh,
Atari.
well, it was on Nintendo.
It was a port.
No, it was a console cartridge game.
Yeah, it's an arcade port. They ported.
Explain.
It means it was an arcade game released by Atari, and then they
Okay.
made a port. They ported that over and made an 8-bit version for Nintendo, and it's not Nintendo.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Well, then, I wish my favorite game, Rampart, would be on any system then.
The problem is that the company called Atari is kind of a weird. They're making some stupid system. I don't know.
But yeah, that was so simple yet good, you know. Build. You get to build your castle.
What
You
I
get to shoot the castles. Go ahead.
what I prefer is those little mini arcades that are at Walmart. They have now that like 4 games built into one.
Uh-huh.
And you could get Rampart on there with the mouse ball. Like put mouse because in the arcade you played it with a mouse like a ball. You ever play the arcade game Centipede?
Mm-hmm.
It was that. So you had that and button like firing buttons. So you'd roll the ball over to build your different pieces, and then when you went to attack, you'd like just like hits a ball and just throw a lob all those cannons over. It's fun.
Ashley has this really cool offline thumbnail on her page. I like it. Do you have an offline thumbnail
Yeah,
as
it's
well, Rob?
Mega Potato.
Ah, nice.
Shocking. It says offline.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ashley. Hey, you're not even following my Twitch channel, sir.
You play video games, right?
Yeah.
No, no, no. You start actually making art, maybe I'll follow your channel.
Okay. Deal.
Fat chance of that happening.
I'm not very good at art. I'm good at.
Maybe if you did it in 7 ounces.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm good in portions
Mm-hmm. You got to
and
portion control your art.
entrees. Yeah.
Don't get a low carb your art.
Yes. Dang, Ashley came with the heat. She said, "It's okay. He's not following me either, and I draw art."
Yeah, follow her.
She says you don't, Rob, but she also said, "JK, Rob." Ha 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 ha.
No, I follow one person. I'm pretty certain it's her.
Let's see. Rob is following Crumps too.
Oh. No, I don't know who that is. I thought it was her. Oh well.
Rob's too cool to follow people.
Yep, I'm too cool. This is what cool looks like, folks. You changed, man. Ever since you worked on Spyro, you just totally changed. Stop hanging out, going to the parties.
I've been to one party in I think the last 3 years, and that was just this Halloween one.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
That
like he
was
could
it.
be drawing. What'd you guys do? Did you play Wii?
No. We played beer pong, but with water in the cups because I don't really drink. And that was about it. Just got a few drinks.
Should have played root beer pong.
I wish.
It's like his head is just floating out in the middle of nowhere.
It's his avatar. His icon. My kind of party involves olive in a garden.
That is no shit. I had to pull Brandon away from a basket of breadsticks one night. He just wouldn't stop.
Bread makes you fat?
Bread makes me go poop.
I was doing the Scott Pilgrim thing, but all right.
Crank yankers.
Uh,
Yay! I got mail, I got mail, I got mail, I got mail. Finish inking this head and then call it that.
you used to, when you do Copics, you would do those pen inks last, right? Or did you also do it where you'd kind of do it in areas and phases? It's been a while. Can't remember.
Why?
It's called an artistic question while I'm here on the chat. I thought that's what I'm
I
supposed to do.
guess. What does it matter?
I don't know. I just thought it's my job to ask artistic questions while I'm on here with you.
I don't know how I used to do it, Brandon. I just know how I'm doing it now. Because after you do about a few hundred of these fucking things, you start to do two or three things at once. That's the only way. Like when people go, "Oh, is there a trick or something I can do to increase my productivity?" I'm like, "Yeah, get so comfortable with it, you're able to do two or three things at once. That's the only thing you can do."
Okay.
You just gotta do it the fucking hard way, 7 million fucking times until you're like, "Yeah, now I don't need to do it in every step." That's like when I was first doing the lasso tool stuff. I used to have to separate every color. Like I used to do t-shirts because I didn't understand my color palettes or how I was going to do things, and I just wanted to work in a mask. Now I can do the whole thing in about 5 or 6 layers,
Hmm.
versus 30 something. But I wasn't concerned with, that's a lot of layers. I'm like, yeah, but it's going to look good. Like, I'm not concerned with how many layers it is right now. I'm concerned with it looking good. But this is a little bit different because the Copics is just different. I actually burnish around the edges with with these, so I get color saturation, which I learned how to do on my own when I was like in preschool in coloring books. For me, when I'm doing this, I care about the texture, making
Hmm.
sure there's those lines that help give it, depth. When you kind of look into it, you see all the little scribbles, and then color saturation, like intensity. Like these things are bright when you see them in person. They're not dull. I can't tell you, man. Like I've spent some money the last couple years on Instagram artists. I've bought
Hmm.
commissions, and I've been like, "Oh, that stuff looks dope," and then I get it, and I'm like, "It is nowhere near the color intensity of what they're putting up on Instagram." You know,
Yeah.
you've seen some of it. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but
Hmm.
it's just like it's frustrating because I'm like, I thought I could learn something. I'm like, no, I learned how to use the filter tool. I guess, but bugs me. And I don't want to be. I'm never going to be the guy who goes, it doesn't look as good as. It's like, no. um, Yeah, not just one. I actually quite a few. I've spent maybe 400 or 500 bucks between a few artists getting. Sometimes not even like custom art, just like whatever they had lying around.
Yeah.
But yeah, painters, Copics, and it just taught me to, to like know when there's a limit to, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do anyway, so don't try to push your work to be better than it possibly can be. There is a limit. But with this stuff, like, I literally get it to the point where I'm like, I would buy that. And I'm pretty picky dude when it comes to buying shit. Right, Brandon?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
You've learned. Don't buy me things.
Yeah. That I have.
Like, when I did this test a little over a year ago, this little Hulk test. It's hard to see here. It comes off wash as brown, but it's super green. So it's like I look at this was like one of the first tests I did where I'm like, that's what I want my art to look like. And this process is exactly what this is. It's red pencil underneath with color pencil and then what do you call it? Ballpoint and some burnishing. And so I still keep that by me, like just to go, hey, that's the thing that I like to do. And I'm like, I just want to do more of it. That's what frustrates me about these commissions. It's like stuck here in Sonic Land endlessly drawing the same. It'd be nice to have a whole set of Battletoads that look like this, or turtles even. Yeah, Earthworm Jim.
Think you'll ever watch that Venom movie?
Nope.
Probably won't either.
I don't care. Well, it's gotta look. I don't care. I've seen this stuff. I don't love the character that much. You know what I'm gonna
Right.
save my fucking who knows what the fuck points for? Spawn. That movie gets made. That's what I'm saving my. Well, who knows what this is gonna be like?
Right.
Yeah, these are Polychromos. They layer really nice. But I even wonder if that movie will get made. I think every time he gets someone to agree to let him make it, they don't understand he has no intention of putting Spawn in the movie. Like, I want a movie called Spawn where Spawn isn't in it. Yeah, just go down to an art store and at least like just hold one because once you feel it, you'll be like, oh, this feels 100% different compared to like Prismas. It's that noticeable. Just holding them, they don't feel cheap. They have a nice heft to them, and they never break. I never had like snap, snap, snap. Yeah, I'm with you. That's why I gave up on them. I can never guarantee with Copics it'll work unless again, if you do like spot color, like Chama does a bit of that spot color, and what's that guy that does the Darksiders versus Street Fighter? He does a lot of that like spot color look. But if you're trying to blend colors, good fucking luck.
Right.
Just gave up on it. Mm-hmm. Alright.
I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm getting ready to. All right, everybody. That's enough for tonight. I'll be back on later.
Bye.
Sometime tomorrow. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do between Twitch and YouTube. I gotta figure out. Say goodbye, Brandon.
Bye bye.
Bye, Ashley. Bye, everybody. Peace.